This is Rick Prokop at Piano Power Lessons. Today we're going to be looking at the left hand of Runaway River. And this is the first song that really has a left hand that could stand by itself. So much so that I could make a little song out of it. So what I'm going to do is play the left hand melody and put some chords above it as if it were a cello solo. So let's have a listen. All right, and before trying to play it, let's try reading the notes of the left hand. So what we'll do is I'll read 4 bars, and then you repeat what I read, and we'll go through it that way, all the way to the end. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. C, D, E, D. You go. My turn. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D. Your turn. My turn. C, D, E, F. Your turn. My turn. G, F, G, F, E, G, E, C. Your turn. G, and just out of curiosity, if you look through this left hand, can you find a C major triad somewhere in there? Take a look. And the last 3 notes, we have a G, E, and a C. So there's your C major triad right at the end in the left hand. All right, let's look down at the keyboard at the left hand. All right, let's play the first 4 bars twice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Pulse with your wrist. Let's do that again. Here we go. All right, now the next 4 bars. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's put those 8 bars together now. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to take the next 5 bars. We're going to do all those dotted half notes, C, D, E, F, all the way up to G. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Let's go on from that G. This is the last line now. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Here's our triad. Let's try that again from the G. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the third and fourth lines all the way through. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try the whole thing beginning to end with the metronome on 72. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to show you the chords I played in the right hand to accompany the left hand, but before doing that, let's analyze the chords that are going to be used in this piece. So our first chord is C major. I'll put a C up here and then a big capital Roman numeral 1. Next chord we have D and F, and that implies a G, B, D, F. That implies a G7th chord. Put G7th here, and we'll put Roman numeral 5 with a 7. Next is an E, G, and that's a return to C, E, G, but now we're in first inversion, the third's on the bottom. So we'll just put a 1 there. And then we come back to D, F, which implies G7th. That's our 5, 7 again. And we have C major here, C, E, E here. That's our 1 chord. Here we have G, a D, and an F, which would imply G7th, which is G, B, D, F. So we'll put G7th here. Another 5, 7 chord. And first inversion C chord again, E and C. That's a C and a 1. And then a D and a D, that would imply G7th again. It's a cadence. We're going C, D, da, da, G, da, 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 and then back to G in the bass, okay? So this is a G7th chord again, 5, 7. All right, here we have C and E and a C, so that's C major again. This could be a D minor, D, F, A, or it could be G7th. I'm using a G7th. I have the D and the F of G, B, D, F, so I'm going with G7th again. So that's our 5, 7 chord. This could be an E minor chord, E, G, B. with a missing B, but I'm going with a C major in first inversion again. And here I'm going to play, it's not evident, I'm going to play an F major chord under this. And what you hear here, you have an F and a D. So if I had F, A, C, D, say, and now, after I go through the D and the E and get to the F, now I just have a plain F chord there, F, A, C, F. So that's what we'll use there. So F, and this is our first 4 chord, also called the subdominant chord. And then we come to the high point of the piece. We have a G and an E, implying a second inversion C major chord. So that's our 1 chord. And it's also known as a 1-6-4 chord. So I'll put that in, 1-6-4. The 6 meaning a 6th above G is an E, and the 4th above G is a C. And the 1-6-4 chord is always a signal that the end is coming. So you have, here's your C major chord, but you have a G in the bass, right? And the C chord is normally stable. You know, it's like the ending of a piece, so you end there. But if I put a G in the bass now, right, you feel, well, something else is coming, and then the 5 chord comes, the G7th, and then you end with a C in the bass. So that's how the 1-6-4 chord works. All right, in the next measure we have a G, a D, and an F, so clearly that's a G7th. Again, 5-7 chord. F's in the bass here. All right, and then we have our first inversion 1 chord again, an E and a C. So that's C, and that's 1. And there's our triad, C major triad. All right, let's take a look at the right-hand chords. We begin with first inversion C, G7th. This is the 7th, the root, and the 3rd of G7th. The D's in the bass. Back to first inversion C, G7th again. Same thing again. But just to make it a little more diverse, I'm going to come down to B, F, G, and the D is in the bass of the G7th. All right, now we're on the 3rd line down, and we're going to switch things up. I'm going to put a second inversion C triad up here, because I have a C in the bass, and I'm harmonizing it with the 3rd up on top, so that sounds nice. And now we're going to go in contrary motion. Now I'm going to come down to a F, B, D, which are elements of the G7th chord, right? Then first inversion C, second inversion F, C, F, A. Then our 1-6-4 chord. We'll just have a regular C triad here, but there's a G in the bass. Now we have lots of F's coming up in the bass, so I'm just going to put a plain G, first inversion G triad here. And end with a C. And then last chord, first inversion C. So here's the whole thing. That's it for today, and I just want to thank you again for joining me at Piano Power Lessons. I hope you have a great day.